I have very serious concerns about NAFTA. Maybe we do a new NAFTA and we put an extra F in the term NAFTA. You know what the F is for, right?
Well, yeah.
Free and fair trade.
Well, Donald Trump out on NAFTA again today, and while he wants it to be free and fair, he also cautioned bureaucrats to be ready for a new deal. With me now, Byron York and Kevin Paul Scott. Kevin, there were reports out of Mexico today about some sort of internal memo within the government that hints at major progress being made on some NAFTA concessions. I think this sort of quieter diplomacy aspect of this thing is working, and I've always said I think Canada and Mexico are going to blink. How soon do you think we'll probably could get some sort of new NAFTA deal? All right, so we've got Kevin with issues there. So Byron, if you could take that question for me.
Well, it's unclear how long it would actually take to do it, but you're right, there are signs that there is some openness to this. There has been talked about a 60 to 90-day period to getting these talks started again. There are clearly things they want to talk about, things like rules of origin, which are products that are made in these countries that have to include a certain amount of parts made in the country. You could increase that number of, increase that percentage of parts that have to be made in the United States. That would be a big deal for us. So I think that there's clearly some progress going on. At the same time, we're having all these reports of tension between Trump and the president of Mexico, and angry talks between them and all that. There's really kind of two tracks going on here. One, there's kind of the PR and news track, and then there's the actual substance track.
Yeah, Kevin, there's also the wall that gets it's conflated and it's mixed in there to a degree, and I look at that more as a security issue than an economic issue per se, because I don't think they'll cut off the trucking lanes, but that has sort of muddied the waters. And I think now with this sort of radio silence, just negotiating between the various parties, I think the relationship is too important, certainly more important for Mexico, that they let this thing dissolve into something ugly for both sides.
Oh, yeah, you're certainly right. When the president of Mexico is saying, buy Mexican-made products, that's a good political argument, but it's much more important for them to be selling stuff to the United States than it is for the United States to be selling stuff to Mexico. And so I think Trump definitely has the upper hand when it comes to the negotiation here, and he's going to fully maximize that over this next 90-day period.
Byron, I'm a little concerned about D.C. I mean, again, I'm trying to read between the lines when I hear the president speak, and a lot of folks on Twitter think I'm dissing the president when I say, I want to see tax reform and all these things. I'm not concerned about what he wants to do or what he can even accomplish, but the marble and bureaucracies and hurdles and red flags and everything else, pitfalls that are native to Washington, D.C. in our embedded processes.
I think you could say that this could be Donald Trump's biggest single challenge as president, which is to get the enormous federal bureaucracy to do what he wants. We not only saw a few days ago the case of Sally Yates, the Obama holdover who was running the Justice Department until Jeff Sessions is confirmed, actually ordering the Justice Department not to defend the president's executive order, which had been, by the way, passed on its legality by the Justice Department. We've had the State Department dissent channel. We've had maybe 1,000 people sign some sort of document in the State Department opposing the president's executive order. We had a report in the Washington Post about bureaucrats from all sorts of federal departments meeting at churches and other areas in the Washington area discussing ways they could obstruct the president's agenda. So the president does not have even all of his cabinet secretaries confirmed yet, much less the 1, 2, 3 levels below them that will be necessary to actually enact his agenda. This is going to be a huge problem going forward.
Yeah, draining the swamp. They're not going to go easy, are they? Guys, thank you both very much. Appreciate it.